So when we hear the word cocoa and coconut, we are definitely not thinking about coconut core, are we? We're thinking about tropical beaches and laying out in the sand, and I'm dreaming of going surfing coral waves and things like that. They didn't even have coconut farms, well, for this stuff, for the fibre when I was going over there, but I used to drink a lot of coconut. I love this stuff, and it's so good for you. But there's a problem, see. What I'm discovering is, with my trials over time, is this stuff, it isn't very good. It's full of salt. And I've dug up some information on the net that actually proves that from other companies as well, which I'll read shortly. A friend of mine who I was consulting for in the microgreens business let me know about that when he was researching into it, because I've always been, I've used it, but I've only used about 20 to 25% in my mixes, and I've used industrial grade stuff, which is really washed quite well. So let's go and read the article, have a listen to why I believe you shouldn't be using this in any part of your garden at all, even your microgreens and baby leaf, and to repair soils. Let's go check it out, shall we? So here we have an article that I sourced online from www.growthtechnology.com, and it says, be aware, however, that all cocoa is not the same. The piles of husk are often stacked on the beach for months or years and become impregnated with mineral salts from this exposure. A good quality product is achieved by prolonged and careful washing in pure fresh water to ensure that the residual salts are washed out before it is sold to the marketplace. The best source of clean cocoa is from your local hydroponics store. The products that they sell have been sourced exclusively for plant cultivation, and they're unlikely to be problems with the quality cocoa sold. Cocoa sold in garden centres, on the other hand, is intended as mulch or a soil additive, and may not well be thoroughly as washed, or over-mineralised cocoa will produce pale sickly plants and must be avoided. So I really wanted to create that video for you all to help you so you didn't think you've got brown thumbs, because many of us are using that. I've tried to use it a few times since leaving the micro farm and found that it just didn't grow as well as the potted soils, and some of the seeds weren't even coming up. And actually when I checked in my worm farm recently, I noticed a few times that they weren't eating the peat, and I was like, that is really odd, and worms will stay away from salt big time if it's heavily salt laden, because they're moisture loving creatures and salt sucks out moisture. So I would even recommend putting it in your garden, to tell you the truth. Source out the good stuff. You can go to cooperatives, places like that, where they're actually growing it and making it properly. Well, not growing it, they don't grow cocoa peat, but sourcing it properly and washing it and using it in the right ways. And the hydroponic centres are obviously the best places for small city areas and things like that. If you're in the country, you might be able to go to some co-ops or a place where they produce soil, such as I did when I had the micro farm. I know I won't be buying any more of it. It's been sitting on my shelf for ages now, and it's really just a waste of money. I'm not even going to put it out in my back garden or even into a compost bin. It'll probably just get thrown away. The only good thing it's come to is showing it to you on this video. So I'm just going to grab it here, and I'm not going to show the brand again because I don't think that's fair on these guys, because people still use it and I don't want to send out bad information out there. But basically it's all that cheap stuff that they promote to use as garden fill in your garden beds and things like that. So anyway, listen, I'm Marty Ware from Marty's Garden. If you like that video, please subscribe. Click that bell button there so you don't miss any more videos. The garden table is going to be coming up again soon when I get better weather outside. It's really hard to film at the moment. It's just so cold out there. And I'm still going to keep bringing you plenty of cool content though, and I promise I will get out there with the garden table or bring it indoors and just keep feeding you guys content that's going to help you grow more fresh food at home in urban places and small spaces. And I'll see you at the next video real soon. Actually, Karen did her own vlog the other day, and I'm thinking about putting that out. What do you reckon, guys? Would you like to see it? Bit of fun, something a bit different. And you know what, Karen, she's always up to some really fun stuff. See you at the next video real soon. Bye for now. If you want more information on that article, I've left a link in the description down below. But if you're new to Marty's Garden and you haven't subscribed to the show and you want to learn more about growing fresh food fast in urban places and small spaces, please consider subscribing before you go. When you get there, there's a bell button, and if you click that, you'll get notified each and every time I bring out a new video.